This is a video reviewer for the ServSafe Certification Exam, featuring questions on time and temperature control. ServSafe is a food and beverage safety training and certification program developed by the National Restaurant Association in the United States. It is designed to educate and certify food service professionals about proper food handling, preparation, storage, and safety procedures to prevent foodborne illnesses. ServSafe certification is often required for food service employees, managers, and establishments to meet local health department regulations and ensure public safety. There are 12 questions featured in this reviewer. All questions are modeled on actual questions that appeared on previous ServSafe certification exams. Before you proceed, please don't forget to subscribe to Review Central and click the bell icon to make sure you are notified of all new reviewers and other important updates. Let's begin.
Question number 1.
What is the temperature danger zone where bacteria grow rapidly? A. 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 41 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 70 degrees Fahrenheit to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 135 degrees Fahrenheit to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. The correct answer is B. 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature danger zone refers to the range of temperatures where bacteria that cause foodborne illnesses grow most rapidly. In the 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, or 5 degrees Celsius to 57 degrees Celsius range, food is especially vulnerable to bacterial multiplication. This is why it's essential to keep hot foods hot, above 135 degrees Fahrenheit, and cold foods cold, below 41 degrees Fahrenheit, to prevent contamination. Why 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit? Bacteria thrive in this range because it's warm enough to support rapid bacterial reproduction but not hot enough to kill them. Pathogens like Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria multiply exponentially in this zone. What happens outside the danger zone? Below 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Bacterial growth slows significantly, but some bacteria can still survive. Above 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Most bacteria are destroyed or cannot multiply effectively. Critical temperatures within the danger zone. The 70 degrees Fahrenheit to 125 degrees Fahrenheit range is considered the most dangerous part of the zone, where bacteria grow the fastest. Practical applications. Foods like meat, dairy, cooked rice, and eggs should not remain in the danger zone for more than 4 hours. Proper refrigeration, cooking, and holding practices are vital to keeping foods safe. Understanding the temperature danger zone is a cornerstone of food safety training, as it helps prevent foodborne illnesses caused by improper storage or handling.
Question number 2.
Cold food held without temperature control must be served or discarded within how many hours? A. 2 hours. B. 4 hours. C. 6 hours. D. 8 hours. The correct answer is C. 6 hours. According to ServSafe guidelines, cold food can be held without temperature control for up to 6 hours under specific conditions. After this time, it must either be served or discarded to ensure food safety and prevent the growth of harmful bacteria. Conditions for holding cold food without temperature control. 1. Initial temperature. The cold food must be held at 41 degrees Fahrenheit, or 5 degrees Celsius, or lower before removing it from refrigeration. 2. Temperature monitoring. The food's temperature should not exceed 70 degrees Fahrenheit, or 21 degrees Celsius, during the 6-hour holding period. If it does, the food must be discarded immediately. 3. Labeling. The food must be labeled with the time it was removed from refrigeration and the time it must be discarded, no later than 6 hours after removal. 4. No reservicing. Any food that remains unserved after the 6-hour limit must be discarded and not rechilled or reused. Importance of the rule. This guideline helps minimize the risk of foodborne illnesses caused by bacteria like Listeria monocytogenes, which can multiply rapidly at temperatures above 41 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius. Holding cold food for up to 6 hours without temperature control is allowed only when all safety protocols are strictly followed.
Question number 3.
What is the minimum internal cooking temperature for ground beef? A. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 145 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 155 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit. The correct answer is C. 155 degrees Fahrenheit. The minimum internal cooking temperature for ground beef is 155 degrees Fahrenheit or 68 degrees Celsius for 17 seconds. This temperature is high enough to destroy pathogens such as Escherichia coli or E. coli, which is commonly found in ground beef and can cause serious foodborne illness if the meat is not cooked thoroughly. Ground beef poses a higher risk of contamination because harmful bacteria on the surface of the meat can mix throughout the product during the grinding process. Why the specific temperature? 1. Food safety guidelines. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, food code specifies this temperature to ensure that any pathogens present are eliminated. 2. Ground versus whole cuts. Unlike steaks or roasts, which may only have bacteria on the surface, ground beef mixes any potential pathogens throughout the meat, necessitating a higher cooking temperature. Comparison with other cooking temperatures. 135 degrees Fahrenheit is suitable for foods held for hot service but not for cooking ground beef. 145 degrees Fahrenheit is required for whole cuts of beef, pork, and lamb, but insufficient for ground beef. 165 degrees Fahrenheit is necessary for poultry and stuffed meat products, exceeding the requirement for ground beef. Cooking ground beef to 155 degrees Fahrenheit ensures it is safe to eat while preserving flavor and texture. Always use a food thermometer to verify the internal temperature at the thickest part of the meat.
Question number 4.
At what temperature should hot TCS food be held for service? A. 120 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 125 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 145 degrees Fahrenheit. The correct answer is C. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. TCS food, or time and temperature control for safety food, refers to food that requires strict time and temperature controls to prevent the growth of pathogens. According to ServSafe standards, hot TCS food must be held at a minimum temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit, or approximately 57 degrees Celsius, or higher to ensure food safety during service. Why 135 degrees Fahrenheit? This temperature prevents harmful bacteria from growing. Pathogens thrive in the temperature danger zone, which ranges from 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Keeping food at or above 135 degrees Fahrenheit ensures that it remains outside this danger zone. This guideline is critical for hot foods like cooked vegetables, rice, soups, and meats that are being held in buffet-style setups or warming stations. Why not the other options? 120 degrees Fahrenheit and 125 degrees Fahrenheit are within the temperature danger zone and would allow rapid bacterial growth. While 145 degrees Fahrenheit is above the required minimum, it is unnecessary for holding hot TCS food. However, 145 degrees Fahrenheit is often required as a cooking temperature for certain foods like steaks or seafood. When holding food in warmers or chafing dishes during service. 1. Regularly monitor the temperature with a thermometer. 2. Stir food periodically to distribute heat evenly. 3. Discard food if it has been in the temperature danger zone for more than 4 hours. Maintaining the proper holding temperature is essential to food safety and compliance with health regulations.
Question number 5.
How long can food stay in the temperature danger zone before it must be discarded? A. 2 hours. B. 4 hours. C. 6 hours. D. 8 hours. The correct answer is B, 4 hours. The temperature danger zone, that is, 40 degrees Fahrenheit to 140 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius, is the range where harmful bacteria grow most rapidly. According to ServSafe guidelines, food can stay in this zone for up to 4 hours before it becomes unsafe and must be discarded. After 4 hours, the risk of foodborne illness increases significantly because bacteria may have multiplied to dangerous levels. This rule helps ensure food safety by limiting the time food spends in conditions ideal for bacterial growth.
Question number 6.
What is the correct temperature range for holding cold TCS food? A. 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 41 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 50 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. The correct answer is A. 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 41 degrees Fahrenheit. TCS foods, or time and temperature control for safety foods, must be kept at safe temperatures to prevent bacterial growth. The correct temperature range for holding cold TCS foods is at or below 41 degrees Fahrenheit, or 5 degrees Celsius. Keeping the temperature in this range slows bacterial growth, ensuring the food remains safe to eat. The other options fall within or above the danger zone, that is, 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, where harmful bacteria can grow rapidly.
Question number 7.
Which of the following is a proper method for cooling a large batch of hot soup? A. Leave the soup uncovered on the counter until it cools to room temperature. B. Place the soup in shallow pans and refrigerate it immediately. C. Pour the soup into a deep pot and refrigerate it right away. D. Store the soup in an airtight container and cool it overnight. The correct answer is B. Place the soup in shallow pans and refrigerate it immediately. Proper cooling of hot foods is essential to prevent bacterial growth. The ServSafe guidelines recommend cooling hot foods from 135 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, or 57 degrees Celsius to 21 degrees Celsius, within 2 hours, and then to 41 degrees Fahrenheit, or 5 degrees Celsius, or lower within the next 4 hours. Using shallow pans increases the surface area, allowing heat to dissipate quickly and efficiently. A is incorrect because leaving food out at room temperature risks prolonged exposure to the temperature danger zone, that is, 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. C is incorrect because deep containers insulate the heat, slowing the cooling process and increasing the risk of bacterial growth. D is incorrect because storing hot soup in an airtight container prevents proper cooling and allows bacteria to grow.
Question number 8.
When reheating previously cooked and cooled TCS food for hot holding, what is the minimum internal temperature it must reach, and for how long? A. 135 degrees Fahrenheit, or 57 degrees Celsius, for 15 seconds. B. 145 degrees Fahrenheit, or 63 degrees Celsius, for 15 seconds. C. 155 degrees Fahrenheit, or 68 degrees Celsius, for 15 seconds. D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit, or 74 degrees Celsius, for 15 seconds. The correct answer is D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit, or 74 degrees Celsius, for 15 seconds. When reheating previously cooked and cooled TCS food for hot holding, the ServSafe guidelines require it to be heated to an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit, or 74 degrees Celsius, for at least 15 seconds. This ensures that any bacteria that might have grown during cooling or storage are destroyed, making the food safe for consumption. 135 degrees Fahrenheit is the minimum temperature for holding hot foods, not for reheating. 145 degrees Fahrenheit is used for certain raw meats but is not sufficient for reheating TCS foods. 155 degrees Fahrenheit is the safe cooking temperature for some ground meats, but reheating TCS foods for hot holding requires a higher temperature. Reaching 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours is also important to limit time in the temperature danger zone, that is, 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Reaching 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours is also important to limit time in the temperature danger zone, that is, 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit.
Question number 9.
When thawing frozen food under running water, the water temperature must be A. At least 135 degrees Fahrenheit. B. No more than 70 degrees Fahrenheit. C. Between 41 degrees Fahrenheit and 50 degrees Fahrenheit. D. No more than 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The correct answer is B. No more than 70 degrees Fahrenheit. When thawing frozen food under running water, the ServSafe guidelines require the water temperature to be 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius, or lower. This method ensures the outer layer of the food does not enter the temperature danger zone, that is, 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, for too long while the inner parts are still thawing. Additional rules for thawing under running water include: 1. The water must be strong enough to wash loose particles into the drain. And 2. The food must not be in the temperature danger zone for more than 4 hours, including the time spent thawing and preparing the food. 135 degrees Fahrenheit is too high and would rapidly bring the food into the danger zone. 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 50 degrees Fahrenheit are lower than necessary and may unnecessarily slow down the thawing process.
Question number 10.
What is the minimum internal temperature for holding hot food safely? A. 120 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 140 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 155 degrees Fahrenheit. The correct answer is B. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Because the ServSafe guidelines require hot food to be held at this minimum temperature to prevent the growth of harmful bacteria. At temperatures below 135 degrees Fahrenheit, food enters the danger zone, from 40 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, where bacteria can grow rapidly, potentially leading to food-borne illnesses. Maintaining hot food at 135 degrees Fahrenheit or above is critical during service, as it ensures food safety while keeping the food appetizing for consumption. Regularly monitoring and using calibrated thermometers is recommended to maintain compliance and protect public health.
Question number 11.
When reheating previously cooked TCS food for hot holding, what minimum internal temperature must it reach? A. 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. B. 145 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. C. 155 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. The correct answer is D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. When reheating previously cooked time and temperature control for safety food, or TCS food, for hot holding, it must reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 15 seconds. This high temperature ensures that any harmful bacteria that may have developed during storage are destroyed, making the food safe for consumption. It is important to reheat TCS food quickly, within 2 hours, to prevent it from staying too long in the danger zone, that is, 40 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, where bacteria multiply rapidly. Using a food thermometer to verify the temperature is a best practice to comply with food safety standards and regulations.
Question number 12.
What is the proper way to check the temperature of food stored in a refrigerator? A. Place a thermometer on the top shelf of the refrigerator. B. Open the refrigerator and feel the food for coolness. C. Insert a calibrated thermometer into the thickest part of the food. D. Check the thermometer installed in the refrigerator. The correct answer is C. Insert a calibrated thermometer into the thickest part of the food. To accurately measure the temperature of food stored in a refrigerator, you must use a calibrated thermometer and insert it into the thickest part of the food. This ensures that you are checking the actual internal temperature of the food, not just the air temperature of the refrigerator. While the refrigerator thermometer monitors the appliance's air temperature, it does not guarantee that the food itself is at the safe temperature of 41 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. Relying on touch, or placing a thermometer on a shelf, is not accurate and could lead to food safety risks. Regular checks with a food thermometer help ensure TCS food is stored properly to prevent bacterial growth. You have just watched a ServSafe Certification Exam reviewer, featuring questions on time and temperature control. Check out more related review videos and playlists on our channel. If you find this useful, please like and share. Leave a comment to share your thoughts or questions regarding this reviewer or any particular part of it. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to Review Central and click the bell button to get notified of all future reviewers and updates. Like and follow us on your favorite social media platforms. Good luck to your forthcoming ServSafe certification exam, and we look forward to your long and fulfilling career as a food service professional.